Said I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Vans, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, not tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Trendsetter. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. I'm a 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. How are we doing? Hope everyone is well. Hope Zoom chat's well, YouTube chat is well. And yeah, new day, new opportunity, and new experiences. That's what we're here for. Hope everyone is well. And yeah, you know what I love. Let's get it, let's get it. Morning to everyone. Hey Mark, welcome, welcome. We have a lot of down under on here, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So yeah, welcome to Mark. Let me check how all systems go. You guys know the drill. Drink some water as well. We live, yeah, we live, baby, we live. Come on. All right, let's have a look what we got going on here. What have we got going on here? So let's have a look at the daily time frame as always. Let me show you guys news. I did check the news already. Nothing for today. We're pretty clean until New York unemployment claims. They're expecting numbers to rise a little bit here. If unemployment does come much more than expected, you'll probably see gold continue down actually, because bad unemployment means more interest rate hikes. Does that mean or less no? If the number goes down, you will see the chance for less interest rate hikes and probably end up continuing up bullish here. So yeah, definitely interesting to see what we have going on and what will end up happening. So yeah, overall, what do I expect for unemployment claims? Based on PPI, I think it comes back same as expected, if not better. And if it comes back better than expected, you probably see like a similar move to yesterday, you know, a move up and then maybe a little move down on gold, something like that. But you know, nothing, I wouldn't expect anything too crazy unless you have some crazy news come out, right? Unless some crazy news comes out. But looking here on GJ, yesterday we did close as a doji, so a bit of weakness. Price is showing here at the top of the range, but still we need to dissect what is inside of that candle, because we did try to break down yesterday but then ended up creating support, and that support now is being respected. And as long as that support is being respected, we could be playing within this range, and this range between the daily candles here is around 100 pips maximum range here. So very interesting to see how price is formulating in this area. Now moving down on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that 4-hour has well created a very weak support here, but we are respecting the 4-hour low range. So let's bring back drawings. I'm just going to leave this here. We'll draw one more line here like this, and we'll put this as 4-hour support, right? So we'll put this as 4S, so we know what that is. And that's our 4-hour support. So sells really don't make sense until we start leaving this 4-hour support. The problem is we're at the bottom of the range, so we can sell today. It's technically a mixed session, and since we've created this lower high type action here, if we pop up and start to roll over, we could look to sell back down into this 4-hour support. But selling below here to get down to the 4-hour support, I don't think is viable. But in saying that, if we expect price to pop up first, there's no reason why we can't buy towards the highs here as an opportunity for buys, right? And then just be careful that, okay, it doesn't turn into a resistance that can later roll over, which is not what we want. So that is what we'll basically look for. So based on a 4-hour time frame, target has already been met, right? We met the target here. We have reached the support right now. Moving down on the 1-hour time frame, we can see we've created a nice support here from the bottom of the range. Currently price popped up a little bit here. It's trying to form some resistance. Maybe a little of a small range will form, and then we'll try close above or something like this. But pulling back now, if support is created, we might have an opportunity to break through this high and continue bullish here. We do have till about this range up here, somewhere around here, for buy opportunity, I would say. That's probably where I'm looking, you know, similar to yesterday. That's 15, so it would be a similar scenario. We pop up, we pull back, create support, and then have some upside. Would be nice to see it pull back deeper, maybe retest 500 one more time, and then create support. And then I might give it an opportunity for buys to continue bullish here. Above these highs here, 7-8 pips, maybe a little bit risky. 7-8 pips above the highs. 7-8 pips is not too much. It's not really a tradable. The problem is that in the past, when we had volume, we could expect to 7-8 pips and look for that to be broken and continue. Now, when we're trading 7-8 pips, that's TP. So we can't really get break even because we're not seeing a push into that. And the higher I buy, the more opportunity we're seeing in terms of pullbacks here. So I rather buy on a pullback, since that's what price has been doing every single London session, is we get heavy pullbacks here. And if you buy or sell on pullbacks, it's normally a lot safer. So we'll see how price action develops here and what ends up happening here on the charts in terms of continuation or not. Moving on to gold. Gold is also a very interesting spot here as well after yesterday's news. This is a very, very nice push at the moment right now. What's happened, the 4-hour time frame is the cleanest here, man. That's pretty clean. I wonder how much it would be to run 4-hour stops. Yeah, 76 pip stops. Not the worst here, you know, but gold interesting. Daily close has closed kind of doji bearish here. So what is interesting about this close is until we break this daily low here, we have the possibility to pop up. So this could easily make a top wick during London and New York come down, flip and break this daily low and give you continuation down. It's definitely possible, but the key information here that what you have to keep notice is that we're holding above this support here. As long as we're respecting this support, we have the possibility. And remember, we talked about this yesterday. If you guys remember on stream, we were talking about price. If price keeps respecting this support, we have opportunity for continuous upside here until this support is broken. So we can see the daily is still respecting it. So that's why we're getting this kind of bounce here, especially when the 4-hour creates a support from the bottom of the range here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Setup 2, you can target the 4-hour high. So target will be the 4-hour highs here. This resistance, now we can make this into up here like this. Make this a 4-hour resistance like so. Let me just clean up some lines. That daily, I'll keep that daily there. I just want to know that for reference. This, let me see what this is on lower time frames. Yeah, we'll keep that like that. So we do have a little bit of a resistance right here where we're sitting on. So breakout trades right now, 15 seconds for this candle to close for this breakout trade right now. I don't really trust the breakout trade at the moment here. I just, you know, I'm not going to buy into this fat 5-minute candle here. That's a little bit too much for me in London. New York maybe, but I'd have to run 48 pip stops here. So I probably will wait for structure personally before I take this trade. If I start seeing breakouts play out nicely, then I don't mind to start implementing that again. But obviously, you need to be a little bit more patient. We obviously saw that yesterday. They did end up playing out. I guess I was running a bit too tight here on my stop loss, but I probably wouldn't have taken the trade if I measured my target was only 15 pips, but I had to run a 25 pip stop loss. So that's the argument to be made there. But here on price right now, if we can create a support, I don't mind trying to buy back up to these highs here. But just buying based on this 5-minute close here, I just don't see that as too viable at the moment, as I wanted to be in. If I was going to take this, I'd rather be in probably from this candle close right here, to be honest, to tap into this zone here. But I was not at the charts at that point. So yeah, I'm probably going to wait for a pullback here, which is going to follow my plan, and then look for potential continuation in this move here. Overall, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple day here. Hopefully we get some nice opportunity here. It's good to see the charts moving here already, which is always good. Never a bad sign to see the charts moving. And yeah, this 15 also interesting close here. Created support as well here on the 15. See what we got going on the 30. Yeah, it's just probably I need to get above this. I mean, could rip it here. Yeah, we'll let more price action develop here as well. Just haven't seen continuation at this time, so this is not really a time I normally enter trades anyways, unless, I mean, enter like positions based on lower time frames. Higher time frame you can enter whenever. And we saw this similar thing yesterday, right? We were pumping up here pre-session, same time realistically, and then we started a reversal here. So I want to be very careful that this doesn't end up failing here. You know, and buying straight into resistance here is always hard. Always hard to buy straight into resistance in terms of just... I mean, if we've seen continuous volume here, I don't mind trying to break through this resistance, but it's just not something I've seen. We just have to take more of a slower approach to make sure that the options I'm taking, they make complete sense here. You know, something we've seen. Are those orange lines key levels? They're not key levels. They're my support and resistance. The 187, the purple lines and stuff like that, those are key levels, yes. Yeah, this is why, yeah, no top wick as well on this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Almost 400 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. If we could do the YouTube business, you know the drill. Hate to say it, but you know, part of the game. If you don't mind leaving a like, definitely does help the stream. Get up the likes to at least 150, then I don't have to ask. So would appreciate that. And yeah, let's get it moving. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's see what we get here. In my strategy, did I gain conviction through backtesting or forward testing? Both. You have to gain in both. So you have to backtest to prove that you have something that works over repetition. Then you have to forward test to find it if it's working in current market dynamics, which realistically you should identify in backtesting. You should build a strategy that is going to be able to trade in any market dynamics, or in most, the majority. I mean, I don't think there's one strategy that will fit every single market dynamic, because strategies are based off candles moving. So you need to have a certain form of movement for your strategy to work. What was I going to say? But forward testing, I would say if your back testing results are not that good, like 60%, 65%, then probably your forward testing is going to be even worse. So you need to be careful about that. So both, I would say. Good morning. Yesterday completed all the videos from YouTube. Kindly update the new one. Oh, damn, man. What a loyal fan, huh? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Today, GJ will fly. If volume comes in, it should fly. It does look like it's trying to set up here. I'm not comfortable. Anytime recently in London we have bought highs, it's reversed. Anytime we bought highs, it's reversed. So I'm really trying to get in on pullbacks here. If I can get back in on pullbacks, I'll be comfortable. If a 5-minute closes above this small resistance, still not interested in 8 pips. It's not that I'm not interested, it's just I've not seen breakouts been working in London in terms of buying above the high. Yes, it would be a trade we always take. It's a classic setup, but when's the last time you've seen that work? You know, it's kind of similar to the sells down below here anyways, right? You've had this push, 5-minute closes below, nothing. This is similar. So if I can get a pullback and buy from a pullback, would be a lot better. Unless you use the strategy, Claudio, that we discussed yesterday. I mean, that could be an option. How do you know when the pullback is complete? When we create support, right? Close my gold buy. Thanks for the free education. Nice work, brother. Amazing. We eating lobster today. That is always the plan, man. That is always the plan. And I'm going to trade the plan. And if I get given lobsters, then that is also the plan, because I expect to win most of the time. And if there's a current scenario where we don't see consistency in terms of London and stuff like this, then I'll just wait. I will let the lobsters grow up. I'll let them become a little bit bigger, and then I'll eat them all again. It's very simple. Long term, we remain on top. That's how it works, right? Long term, we remain on top. What are you eating now? I'm only eating dinner because I'm only getting lobster in New York, so Only eating lobster for dinner. Do you play on other pairs or do you strictly focus on gold and GJ? I strictly focus on gold and GJ, which has been a little bit limiting at times, but I don't look at it as 1 month or I don't look at it as last quarter. I look at it over the whole year. And if you go back and see, like, since we've started streaming, it's been totally viable here. Like, I've had more than enough here in terms of being able to maximize the pair. So in slower times, all of this should make up for it, and you're okay to handle times like this. That is the limitation with trading one pair, but at the same time, it removes a lot of stress. It removes a lot of confusion. It removes a lot of trying to identify which setup is going to be the best on the pair on the current day. It just removes all of that. I'm in drawdown in Gbpjpy CAD. When you're free, can you take a glance? Where's Gbpjpy CAD? I don't even have Gbpjpy CAD. But since you're in drawdown and man's sweating, we can have a look. Let's see what's going on. So if you're in drawdown, you've probably taken buys here. So daily has closed what? Bearish. 4 hours closing what? Bearish. So if you use my free session bias indicator, you'll see that it's telling me that the session here is bearish, right? And the reason why is because previous daily closed bearish and previous 4 hour closed bearish. So there's a higher chance of price continuing down just based on that, right? So realistically, if you're in a buy, what you have to realize is that as long as we respect the bottom of the range, we're okay here. The minute we start leaving this range and creating resistance below, this is where you're going to encounter some issues. But as long as we respect the bottom of the range, it will either chop and eventually try to create support, or it's going to break through, you know? So, well, he said he's in drawdown, man. So that's how it would be, you know? But if I was looking to buy this pair anyways, I wouldn't be buying just yet. I think it's too early. I would probably wait for a 4 hour candle to leave this resistance here. Flip and leave this resistance. I mean, on a good note, you do have no top wick, so it could flip. But yeah, that's how I would be looking at it myself. Joined your Discord and got bombarded with a lot of fake Tradesharpe accounts. Dude's got the nerve to call me and his voice didn't sound a bit like you. He went to tell me he makes 30% per trade. Yeah, these guys are complete idiots, man. I hate that they come in the group, they add everyone and then leave. Right? They leave, you know. It's totally useless, man. They're really useless. Setup 4? No, you mean setup 3? That wick is too long. That wick is a bit too long for setup 3. I would like to see a smaller wick. Something like this. Are those idiots paid for that? I don't know, man. Some of them do, I guess. Some of them do get paid, which is unfortunate. I don't know how you'd fall for that. It's so funny because 30% per trade is 6 mil in 60 days. Damn. Yeah, they're idiots, bro. Don't fall for them. I only trade 4 pairs. I previously had 20 pairs and I was losing like crazy. Yeah, 100%. More pairs. I think there's a limit. I would say that I think the spot where I've seen most people are able to long-term consistently trade well is probably 2 pairs per session. So if you have 2 pairs for NY and 2 pairs for London, you can manage that pretty well. Nothing wrong with that, brother. Sometimes I find myself trying to keep up with too many pairs at a time and miss setups working on it. Yeah, that's why it's better to reduce your pairs, right? How many pairs I trade? I trade 2 pairs. That's my main, just 2 pairs. Hey Harry, for the time being on GJ, I'm stepping back, not trading it. I'm only 8 months in trading, and you've mentioned the pair behaving outside its character recently. Yes, definitely not during New York. New York, it's behaved inside its character. It's had definitely a lot more options, but in London, it has definitely behaved outside its character in terms of being. It's not behaving outside its character. It's moving like GJ. The problem is, when does it move? You know, it's like in London, if we see a setup in London, there's no guarantee it's going to move or not. And the best trades I've seen happen on GJ on London are basically trying to buy, like find a bias, stick to that bias, and then hold it for the whole session. And then you wait for volume to come in. That's the trade technique I've seen. So you found a bias, you stick to that bias, you find an entry, but that entry should be on a pullback zone, so that you don't have to buy highs and then hold it reverse on you, and then you just hold, and then when the volume eventually comes in, it should play out, because we have been seeing volume come in. The question is just when. It sometimes happens 2 hours after London, sometimes happens during Asian, it sometimes happens during NY, but in NY at least we've seen consistent volume, so you're more likely to get your trade from point A to point B. And I think that's the little bit of the difference, is that you have to expect not to get that trade from point A to point B, which was very much the way we were trading before, which is point A to point B trading, where this is basically, waiting for your idea to play out over, a couple of hours instead of 15 minutes. Do different quarters change your approach on the markets? If they force me to, then yes, it will have to change my approach on the markets. Quarter 4, I generally don't go as hard as I go quarter 1, I don't, push as hard and try to do anything silly, because I don't want to end my year on a bad note. It's very, very easy at the end of the year to try to get ahead of yourself and try to chase or try to push harder, and then you end up ruining it, right? It's an ever revolving balance. You have trading is not just a 1-year thing, in my opinion. Like, I would never just trade for 1 year and then call it, because I think you don't maximize trading to its full potential if you go with that approach. So personally for me, I enjoy to be able to have times where you push harder and times where you pull back. That's an interesting 15-minute close here. It did end up closing bullish here. These 5s. If this was NY, I would say rip it, break of 5-minute high. For sure. This is an easy trade. Very easy trade. 30 close above. 5-minute created support above your zone. But breakouts during London, even with this 1 minute, I mean, you could rip it. How much we got here? 10, 11 pips. Entry break of the high. I mean, you could take it, break of this 1 minute high. Anything closing back in the range, just close it. You could play it like that. And then you only have very small risk, because if it's gonna fake out, it will fake out. You can risk only here like 4 pips or something, because if it's gonna do a London fake out, this is what's gonna happen. This now in 34 seconds will close back in the range, right? So until I see this starting to work, I'm not gonna do this in London. I have in my notes on gold, breakouts don't work in London, or at least you might hold them. Yes. The problem is, where do we hold them from? This is hard to hold, because this can pull back wherever. Yeah, this is the one. See? This is the fake out. So then you just have to be out. This is why I don't like to try these type of things. New York, this is at the top of the screen, 100%. So that's why we want to try wait on pullbacks. I enter at 187.57 before the live session. Yeah, that could be an option here for sure. Just need to hold wider stops and allow it to play out during the day. Can you analyze entry for small account? No matter what size account you're on, all the entries are the same. If I'm trading $1 million account, $100 account, $1,000, $10,000, it will be the same. And that's what you guys need to understand. If you're profitable on $1,000 account, following your plan, you're going to be profitable on a $100,000 account. The only difference is you're going to be making more money. That's the only difference. Where you're looking and want to wait for a pullback on GJ, hopefully we can get a 30-minute setup too. If price could pull back around somewhere around 500 would make sense technically. It doesn't have to pull back there, but technically it would make sense for it to pull back to 500. Then I can look for support to be created and buy towards the upside. Do you swing trade? If yes, how to avoid overnight spread hitting stop loss? You have to account for overnight spread. You have to account for overnight spread in your trading. I became profitable after 5 months of disappointment. That's not bad, 5 months of disappointment. A lot of people have wrong ideas about trading. Yes, that is true. A lot of people do. They have unrealistic expectations. They don't know how. I think, you know, trading can be as simple as you make it and as complicated as you want it to be, right? So I think that is something big you need to understand in trading. Well, there's a difference between profitable and consistent, right? Profitable means you made money now. Consistent, and see if you keep it. That's the difference, right? Is that even though you'll have slower times during your trading, and I promise you, if you were to look at a whole trader's career, every single trader who's at least transparent, you'll see they go through slower times. Whenever that happens, that will be based on their session. You know, the point is that can you remain profitable quarter to quarter? And can you manage through these times? Right? Can you manage during these times? Because all you have to do is make a slight shift. If I did not make a shift and start looking at NY to be able to take trades in NY, then this month would be negative for me. So let's say I could only trade London. Let's say your option was only to trade London. Then guess what you have to do? Then you have to look to just sit on your hands, right? I've been on a demo since Feb, still working on it. Yeah, there's no rush. There's no harm in opening a small account once you've seen consistency on your demo, just to get the feeling of taking a real trade. Trading since 2009. Respect to you, brother. Dream still alive. You keep pushing. But if you're not profitable yet, you need to find out why. I really think that with that much experience, you should be on the right path. So make sure to stick to one strategy and basically, you know, go hard on it, right? Go hard, and it's time for you to be paid from this skill, man. 2009 till now is too long to be waiting to be paid. Why you choose trading to make money? Because I was in crypto first, and every time crypto went down, I would lose money because I was invested. So I'm like, why can't I make money when price goes down and when price goes up? And then I found trading. So I naturally just fell into it. In my 3-month trading journey, I have learned slow and steady wins The game, yes. You got to let go of your greed. Take only one trade per day. Got to stay away from the revenge trading. Exactly. That will keep you super safe, right? How do you decide trading more in NY? Look what's happening in London. Are you seeing consistency of movement? Right? Not the pair. Are you seeing consistency of movement? Answer is no. You're not seeing consistency of movement. In NY, are you seeing consistency of movement? Yes. Every plan that you make in NY, is it playing out? Yes. Okay, you need to make a switch because right now in London, you're seeing inconsistency. No matter what strategy you use, I promise you right now, you will find inconsistency in London. Guaranteed. See Antonio's plan here. Looking for buys above here. Sell only if we break the range. Yeah, if we pull back first, maybe, but we just need to be careful with the breakout trades. That's what we were discussing in London, right? You saw how the breakout trades have just been failing recently. So if we could pull back deep and then close bullish, might be safer than trying to buy above the highs. This week, red news week for London time, maybe it's the reason for inconsistency. No, it's just been like that the last few weeks. It's just how it is. It's cyclical. It will break soon. It will break soon. You know, I don't have a crystal ball to tell you guys when, but you know, this coupled with Q4, it's just a time of adapting trading strategies, you know, focusing more on using volume in NY. And you know, the markets, they've not been bad. It's not been bad market conditions. There's been definitely good trades. It's just during the time when we stream, it's been a little bit slow, and we just have to deal with that. We have to deal with that and move on, you know. And this is, you know, this is why I can take options in London and have maybe slightly profitability just to take options, because I still trust in my plan and my analysis. The only thing that's going to ruin whether my trade works out or not is if, you know, something similar happens to yesterday where it just nothing happens, right? So I rather go, you know, yesterday I called it. I said wide stop Wednesday, and if I held wide stop Wednesday, would have worked. Slow, smart plays. Yeah, that's it, man. Just allow to see, even patience here. You know, if London, you know, I'm gonna give basically London a few more chances, and if I still see that, okay, it is actually taking away from my profitability on the month, and I'm making more money in NY, because this month NY results is four trades, 0 losses, 4 wins, 0 losses, 1 break even. So if that's the case in NY, but London is 50-50, right? 2 wins, 2 losses. It's like, what's the point, you know, of me try to chase a position in London when I can just wait, see when price is starting to move cleanly, then take positions. There's no rush. You know, there's no rush. And that can happen within a few days. A few days, you just need to see that. But those few days can be crucial, because what will happen is that you can lose your confidence if you take losing trades before you see consistency come back in the market. Because when the consistency comes back, you're going to hesitate to take it. You know, but that's not to say that we don't get good moves. We just have to wait and see. You know, maybe go with an approach of bigger stop losses. Give it room. Yeah, this is why I don't want these breakouts here. They are risky. But this is just part of my market cycle. You'll see it will happen in NY. NY will soon range. You'll see gold range. And everyone will be like, huh, why is NY ranging? And then London will be moving good. And then everyone will be like, London is the best session. I've seen this before. It's not my first time to see this. So you're saying that we're gonna have a daily NY stream? Yeah, I will stream NY next week if it's having lobsters next week, then I'll stream NY on one of the days for sure. I'll show you guys NY. No problem. We will do that. Do you still trade crypto? No, I invest in it. Can you make a video about your experience in crypto? We could talk about it. What's your favorite pair in NY except GJ and gold? If I had to choose another pair in NY except GJ and gold, oof, that's a good question. Either probably I would choose an indice, probably NAS, US 30, something like that. Yeah, NAS or US 30. Euro USD good for NY? Yeah, it has the USD, definitely. Euro USD is just a weird pair sometimes. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. Would appreciate it. Almost 500 of us in here. Let's get it. Get the likes up to 200. Really would appreciate it. You know the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Oil. Yeah, oil is also a good pair, but oil is seasonal. The reason we're seeing a lot of movement in oil is because of the potential supply crisis that might happen with the tensions going on. Give me a sec. I'll just be back. EU is going good for you so far? Nice. Have you a girlfriend? Not at the moment, no. Unless you need to find someone who supports. Needs to be a harmony, not take away. That's very hard to find. How's the rice cooker looking? Bro, it's looking great. It's gonna start probably soon. I have my rice ready for the day, man. I'll start smelling it soon. It's gonna be great, man. How can you not like chicken, rice, and you guys need to try this combination. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put you guys, right? I'm gonna put you guys on the best combination and thank me later. Cook some good ass chicken first, right? Some chicken breast, put it in the air fryer with some garlic herb seasoning, okay? Then, right, then make your rice, put the rice, put salt on the rice, mix it together, put the chicken together. Then you guys need to get this, right? You guys need to get this. Okay? Come on. This one, right? You need to get this Nando's mild, not the hot one, the mild, because it goes really together, and I'll tell you why. So you get this sauce, you put it on the chicken, you mix the rice together with this sauce, and then you get avocado, okay? When you get avocado, you mash the avocado inside the rice, okay? Mash the avocado inside the rice, and please make sure you use jasmine rice as well, please. So good. I'm telling you, it's the best shit. I actually need to order some avocado for lunch. That you reminded me, guys, so let me order that. Did you make it to your meeting yesterday? Yeah, I managed to postpone it. Bro, that's the one, man. There we go. Luciano put it. Chicken, rice, the sauce. I mean, the salt and avocado. You have to try it. New YouTube channel? Yeah, coming up. You guys have to try it. It's so good, man. It's so good. Yes, sir. Got the sauce. You know it, man. I just had some homemade chicken schnitzel. That's damn good stuff, man. Mashed potato, veggies. Come over for dinner. I'll cook it up for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I do like chicken schnitzels. Pretty good. With a bit of lemon. Freshen it up. Yes, sir. Have you ever tried biryani? Yeah, of course I've had biryani. You can do a YouTube video tutorial while you cook. You guys want to see me? Man, I have the best. I can show you. Before, guys, you know when start cooking with some indices? Cook sharp. Chef sharp, huh? Eat the real lobsters. Man, I'm telling you the truth. Before I got into any of this trading and everything, the first job I ever wanted to be was a chef. And I quickly changed my mind once I experienced being a chef. Right? I worked for a chef for about 2 months. In an Italian restaurant, actually. And yeah, was not where I wanted to do it, man. It's not what I thought it would be. Only a very small percentage make it. It's a lot of hanging around, standing for 12 hours. You don't speak to anyone. You know, it's as a chef, there's only like in your shift of 12 hours, there's only 2 hours basically where you can actually cook. Otherwise, you're just doing preparation. There's no actual cooking during those times. You're just preparing. Kitchens are tough places. Been there, done that. Yeah, I'm happy to experience it. I still have a passion for cooking, you know. But if I was to be a chef, I'd have to, you know, do a whole, basically, build a brand around doing a chef, you know, for it to be viable. This is why I wanted to wait for Mr. Pullback here. London, you think you can mess with me? You think you can tempt me to buy these highs? And then you pull back like this. I've seen your games, Mr. London. Don't try play games with me anymore. Don't try play games. You will not defeat the sharp master here. You will not defeat him. Impossible. Try. Just try. Even Gold tried to tease. Look at this. Gold tried to tease the sharp master during London here. Trying to get him to buy that 5-minute. Gold tried. We ain't playing games, brother. We ain't playing games. Gold thinks playing games with me. Not playing games. Can't. I see straight through its cards. Think he's holding 2 aces, pocket aces. I've seen it. Have you all tried balsamic seasoning in your salad? Seasoning or just balsamic vinegar? I haven't tried the seasoning. What's your favorite Arabic food in terms of country-wise? I mean, they're all very different, right? Balsamic dressing? Yeah, of course, man. It's classic. What are you looking and when do you know to wait for a pullback? Based on what we've been seeing on London, man. This is where experience will trump. You know, just been waiting, watching, observing. Claudio, this is why you have to remember what happens. But anyways, you know, you observe and stuff like this. And then you notice that, hey, price is not really wanting to break out and continue. What we're seeing is more pullbacks first. Sounds funny, but it's true. Immediately spot up its fakeness. Almost unreal, to be honest. Can't imagine the level of smartness here and attention to details. Nah, man, it's part of the game. This is people who sit here and watch the stream we'll really learn to observe actually how much of a positive we're doing by protecting us in these inconsistent markets here. Because this plan is a great plan. Great plan here. But to understand that now London loves to do these pullbacks first could have easily resulted in price closing above here and then losing, kind of like what happened here, and then saying, shit, what have I done wrong? You've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong. But the problem is that what is London like to be doing? Pulling back first. So if we know that, why can't we just wait for that? And if it doesn't happen and we start seeing it break out again, no problem. We'll start trading like that. You know? Gold fake out for sells, I don't like. We're still holding this level beautifully here. So I don't like the idea of taking gold as a fake out for sells. If this creates a support, then breaks it, yeah, maybe counter trend, but I'm not looking to really sell gold right now. Maybe sell gold from up here, but not in the middle here. So when price, if you want, when you want to start observing what price is doing here. So we've obviously made a high here, and you can see this transition from a very easy uptrend here, transition into a small downtrend here. So this move is going to look enticing to buy just yet. But look, price closed below the range, right? This pullback here could easily end up rolling over and coming back to retest here. Until this transitions into an uptrend, you're not gonna see price. But now that we've had the pullback first, this plan here of buying above can maybe start to make sense here, because we've had that pullback. We've finished the pullback. The only thing we need is what, of course, is we need to make sure volume can come back in. But we will know we are wrong very, very quick, because what will happen is if price now closes above this zone, there's no reason for it to pull back again. It's done its pullback. Right? Of course, it would be nicer to buy on the pullback, but it's quite tough to do it. I used to like Zata Zait while in Dubai. Yeah, where's this? Is he in chat? Where's Kareem? He's going to be your best friend now. Is he in chat? Yeah, he's there. He's there. Look. Adam used to have Zata Zait while in Dubai. I know you really want to have that right now, right? What's your average risk to reward? Normally I have a chance to manage a trade most of the time. And so realistically, risk to reward is always a positive risk to reward. But let's say I hit full stop, probably 1-to-1. But if we look at, basically TP compared to SL when we have good movements, we can see 12, 22. So normally here's a 1-to-2 basically. I would say 1-to-1 basically. You could average it 1-to-1 average. More volume coming back in the London session is more of a chance of the sun not coming out in 2 weeks. Do I want Dubai Air Show tickets? I'm okay. I got invited, but I don't have any use there. Personal question. What do you think about, if I say that word, they'll shadow ban me, smoke or things or stuff like that? I think it's stupid. Why would you do something? Why would you take recreational substances that make you stupid, right? Why would you do something that takes you away from you being the best version of yourself? It doesn't make any sense, and at the same time harm your health. I am not the person to sit here and to say you have to be a goody two shoes and do everything good for your health. You're never going to be able to live healthy, maximum healthy in this world. Never. Just based on just going and starting your car, you're already exposing yourself to this. But at the end of the day, we just want to be as optimal as possible so that we can perform optimally. If we can perform optimally, we can reach the best places in our life and reach our goals as fast as possible. And if you're doing stuff that takes you away from that, drinking on the weekends, drinking every night, going out partying, you're not gonna think about it. Anytime you do that again, take away 10% of your potential progress, right? Because you wasted money. Think about what, the day after you don't feel great. You technically, scientifically lose brain cells as well. So it's okay to do things in moderations, but not hard stuff like that, not recreational substances. That's I don't agree with. Take it from me, partied for 3 decades. Yeah, I partied for a year hard straight and got it all out my system. Traveled, and then I realized, what the hell is this, man? Actually, the main reason everything changed is when something drastic happened to me that caused me to change, but that's another story. People buying vape is stupid, man. Whoever's vaping, like, just stop. Like, come on, man. The issue that I see, and everyone can agree with this, is people like, oh, I'm gonna stop smoking so I can start vaping. And then when they start vaping, right, they smoke a cigarette once every 2 hours. They maybe smoke a cigarette, or once every hour, but you see them hitting the vape for every 10 seconds, hitting the vape. It's healthier. It's not, you've just doubled your smoking capacity. It's not healthier. Imagine sitting there and smoking cigarettes every 5 seconds. So you're not solving the issue. You're not solving the issue. You might, if you're gonna smoke, then just smoke. It's not a big deal. Is it good for a long trade now? We're waiting for it to set up here. Well, let's see if it can set up. Yes, Harry, in Japan it's so back, everyone vapes like crazy. Exactly. Harry, tell the story. What drastic happened to you? No, not right now. That might inspire us? No. Not right now. I smoke THC and CBD for an anxiety. CBD can be very good. THC, maybe limit your thing. Actually, I won't advise you, but you can look to limit THC. But CBD, especially CBDA, CBDB, there's a lot of research backing its potential benefits. Harry, if I put my current live trade in Discord, can you tell me if I should move my SL or TP? Yeah, of course, man. I don't mind doing that. Can you make a video on explaining who the market participants are and how they affect the market Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4? The thing is, we don't always see like this. I've never experienced a November like this in my whole trading career. Never. I've never experienced a November like this in my trading career. So it's not like we can predict it. We know Q4 is generally slower, but how slow does it have to be to catch 15 pips? Like, come on. That's what we're trading. Like, realistically, it's not going to be an issue. Whenever people say slower, they mean, yeah, not 100 pip moves a day. But that doesn't mean we can't still catch 15 pip moves or stuff like this, you know? So realistically for me, it's more of when markets don't have consistency of volume times is the problem, not volumes in general. Posted it in general chat. Let's have a look. What's your current cut date for trading this year? Good question, man. Volume will get very low. Xmas and New Year? Yeah, probably the week of Christmas and until after New Year. So I think we're looking like, I think it's a good to take a holiday. Everyone should be taking a break. Probably, yeah, probably like come Monday, Tuesday, and then probably look to take it off. We'll see, you know. But yeah, you guys need to take a break. How did you manage to start a channel like this and have so many followers? Man, I've never had, no one handed me out, no one's talked about me, no one's shouted me out. It's all built from having one focused goal, which was never to be, I'm gonna show everyone, blah blah blah. It's just, the goal was to be, hey, there's a lot of misinformation out there. I can show the Lambos, I can show a lavish lifestyle. I live in Dubai, that's very easy to show. It's not a difficult task. But that's gonna get me viewers, but that's not gonna get me people who I want to be surrounded by. I don't want to be surrounded by people who are built up on unrealistic expectations, trying to get rich quick just for them to be disappointed by the reality of life. That is not someone who I want to surround. I want to be surrounded by individuals who are looking to get better, looking to have an edge in the market and trade these markets and make profit long term so that we can be on top and use this as an amazing opportunity that not many people can use because of the misinformation. And that's huge. And when I started a channel, my goal was, hey, I'm just going to share what I know. If someone appreciates it, then they can. And if you go back and check my channel, there's literally boring videos. No one wanted to listen to me when this channel started. Like, no one wanted to listen to me. I was getting like, 20, 30 views. And it's a slow grind. I could have sped up the process, but I have a strong community and I have people who I want to be around. Because if I'm going to spend so long on YouTube, sit here on stream, I have to enjoy it. I have to enjoy it. It's impossible. How am I supposed to do something unless I just wanted to flex and try get people to buy courses and stuff like that? Then I would only be showing up and saying, okay guys, I made $50,000 today. Here's my course and bye-bye. And that's the only value you get. You don't get anything else. Whereas I'm sitting here daily showing you exactly what I'm doing here in the markets and vibing. I have to enjoy it. And if I'm going to sit here and talk bullshit, then I'm going to attract bullshit people. So that's how it is. Lambo not practical, Harry, only good for rushing to meetings. Yeah, actually my car was not too bad making it to my meeting yesterday, but I managed to reschedule, so not a big deal. Hey man, can I join the group and it's that Zoom chat included for the group members? Oh yes. Yes, the group has now open spots. I did promise you that I would open spots. So yes, it did open yesterday. I was telling you that the group is, so now spots are open. You guys can join here. Again, it will be limited if I feel like too much have joined normally, but to be honest, I feel like we can manage 5, 6, 7, 8 members here. I'll probably open 10 spots or something, and then we'll look to close it up so that you guys can be prepared for next year, because a lot of people were saying they want access to this content so that before January starts, they can get ready by watching this content here. And I said, yeah, fair enough. We can do that. So I'll open it and then close it until next year. Probably something like that we will do. So yeah, and Mark says the Zoom stream is way faster. Yeah, man. Mark just joined today. So yeah, you get all the details are here. I'll just put this website so I don't have to sound like I'm shilling here. Here you go. So if you guys want to find more information, then you can check it. But anyways, yeah. Can't break, Harry. I'm addicted to lobsters. No, 100%, man. That's it. Harry, if the market conditions are like the way they are now, what if we take opposite trade direction once price seems to break? It puts you in a position like you get a wick entry. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. The problem is when it stops working, you're going to be hit hard. Sell below 435? Not at the bottom of the range. Wouldn't recommend it. Too low in the range. Don't mean, yeah, I'm trying to let it, my Discord load. There we go. Now it's loaded. Which one is your trade? This one? What is this on? USD CAD. Took a buy there. Stop loss is in profit. Yeah, I think stop loss and profit here is fine. Not TP is also good TP. I like your TP. Very conservative TP. Yeah, no problems here, man. Really appreciate it, man. I also trading, but I'm weak in SMC and price action. Please let me know which I have to master. I would recommend price action is good no matter what direction you go in the future of your trading journey. Price action is always an amazing start because everything is built on candles. Everything is built on candles. Do you know any good podcasts, Google podcast channel about trading? No, I don't know any good podcast channel. Do you guys know any podcast channels? There's that guy, what's his name? He's popular. He interviews all traders. You guys said you wanted me to go on his podcast. I forgot his name. Wizard something. No, Wisdom. Yes, Wizard. Not Wizard. Yes. No. Yes. Words of Wisdom. You guys said you wanted me to go on his podcast. Yes, that's him. I think he interviews a lot of people. He seems to be super active. I'll go on his podcast. I'm joking. Unless he invites me. How does it work? How does he invite people on his podcast? He just randomly finds them? Would you be I can't speak. Harry, would you be willing to look at my trading journal and point out my mistakes and how much would it cost me? If you join the group, I'll happily do that. And if you don't mind doing that in front of people, that would be great because everyone will be able to learn. So it would only cost you a 1-month subscription and we can do it in front of everyone. So super cheap, $50, man. Been keeping all notes on your spread shots, also screenshots of all my trades. Thanks a lot for everything, Harry. Really got you in the right fast track. Amazing, man. Happy to see that. Join the group for 50 and it will be reviewed for free. Yeah, that's some sort of upsell scam. Well, he said how much he cost me. Well, I don't want to do a one-on-one session. You know, I mean, he'd have to pay more for that. So why doesn't he get double value, right? Came late, the plan below 300. Probably we would have to wait. But as long as this still holds, we could still see some upside around from here. I started with 2,500. Now I only have 495 left. What can I do? Well, that is definitely a problem, right? You should have not let it get that bad in the first place. So you probably need to reduce your risk to only probably $1 to $2 per trade and get consistent again. And once you get consistent again, look to increase risk. in the grand scheme of things, long term, that's not, yeah, looking for setups too, Adam, exactly. In the grand scheme of things, it's not such a big deal to lose that much. Because if you ever gonna make it in trading, I would have hoped that you would make more than that. So it will come back anyways. It's just, you can't set a time when. You have to set your goals of getting better every day. Harry, did getting to higher echelons make you experience things you wouldn't have before, both negative and positive? Dubai must happen a lot of stuff. Yes, both. That's definitely true, Gabriel. And there is a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. And a huge amount of most, getting into higher echelons. The problem is that when you meet people who are way ahead of you, which I have met, they force you to do things that you're not ready to do. Like, they say, okay, let's go do this, let's invest here, let's do that. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean invest here and do and you can get ahead of yourself. And you can lose sight that, hey, this guy's sitting on 8-figure, net worth. You're not there yet. So you need to be super careful because you can drive yourself into a hole and force yourself to work too hard when realistically, if you compare yourself to where you were last year and where you were this year, like you've already maximized so much. But now you've compared yourself to someone 8 figures worth, which is good, but don't dive yourself and feel like you have to be doing the same as what they're doing at the moment. Try reach them, but don't force yourself. Will we see a GJ melt today? We'll see if we can get a melt here below the lows. What I would love to see is price break down here, create a support, and then close below. I think we'll have a pretty easy opportunity here. And these sells will play out. Ooh, look at these buys. Damn, very interesting here. Oh, did not close above. Did not close above here. Be careful with this. Take the buys counting on London Open volume. The buys on what? On gold, you mean? If it closed above, yeah. I just don't trust it when it's not closing above here. Five-minute also didn't close above, man. Next 5-minute? You could, but again, it's based on, like, do you want to force that, right? Will there be a Black Friday discount on the exclusive group or not? No, that group will not go on discount. There's just too much value. It's $1.8 per day. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee. And there's so much value. Just go ahead and check. In the group, you're getting weekly webinars, daily Zoom call. They're on Zoom now. After the stream ends, Zoom will continue. Constant feedback, NY live chat, weekly NY stream, access to all my content. Just the content alone, people sell for a course worth over $500. Right? Let's see what we get here, man. Maybe we get some action on GJ. Don't tell people that I own a cafe. I won't. What's the price? Again, all the information is here, man. You can just have a look. I put it in chat. But yeah, spots are open. So. Tell me, best person to learn price action? Bro, just use all the free resources on my YouTube if you don't have money. That's not an issue. Not an issue at all. Be careful about GJ sells. Well, we're not selling just yet, right? Where you from? Origin from England, man. Oops. If only we weren't at 4-hour support and we didn't have previous daily closed doji and this candle closed doji, these could have been some interesting sells on the 30 minute here. If only we didn't tap 4-hour support first. Because you don't know if this is going to be a setup for a higher low to continue up bullish, or if this is going to be a setup to continue. You don't know if, like, you can see the reaction of this, so you don't know if it's going to end up respecting 500, continuing bullish, or if this is going to be a melt. Well, what's interesting now is we're back at the bottom of the range, so anything closing back above here could be pretty interesting, to be honest. I'm almost done with baby pips. No need to watch all of baby pips. Just go ahead and start on my channel. Go to the playlist and watch the beginner learn to trade correctly, beginner to winner. This is like a full free course here. Set up 2 full leverage. Let's go. I think this will be just like last week's, going to reject and then good buys. Yeah, we will capitalize on that. Setup 5 here would be lovely, guys. That would be super clean. Nine minutes till London Open. Let's see what happens here. See what will happen. Sometimes there's a clean breakout of the range with a setup 3. Watch 2 things. Watch where the setup 3 is forming. Is the setup 3 forming with the candle closing back inside the range? If the candle closes back inside the range, it's a fake out. And secondly, make sure when the setup 3 forms, the previous wick that the candle broke out on is not longer than the wick of the setup 3 candle. This is looking interesting, this support here at the bottom of the range. Problem is the 1 hour will close bearish and it can end up being just a top wick on the 1 hour close. You think buys to 188 would be okay? I think there's a lot of levels before, but yeah, if you're looking at the whole move being completed, then yeah, 188 would be the whole target. But there's a lot of levels from before you have to worry about, right? Why does my likes on this video show 35k? I wish I had 35k. I have 210 likes. If you guys are liking the stream, you want to get it to 35k likes with 500 people watching, we can do it. We can do it. Not sure, man. That's probably the subscribers at 35k. You thinking of selling, GJ? Yes, it could make sense if we start creating structure below here. No issues for that. For me, for sells, I want very simple plan for sells today. I want to see structured form below this, and I'll easily be able to take sells. Otherwise, just a close below here, I feel you get a nasty little fake out here. It's crazy how people like Harry get so few traction on YouTube, and the show-off guys get so many without anyone to teach. Yeah, but their traction is from people who are not going to be the greatest, you know. It is a shame, because the reason why they get more traction is because they don't show reality. People don't want to see reality. People just want to see swimming in profits, and they just want motivation. They want to feel like, oh, look at this. They don't want to see reality. They don't want to see the boring times. They don't want to see the patience. They don't want to see the, you know, the losses. They don't want to see the wins. They just want to see straight blues, and they want to view trading in their own eyes. If we sell GJ using the news LTA, where would TP be? Just normal 10-15 pips? Yeah, that's probably how I'd run it, Chris. Exactly. That's exactly how I'd work it. Sometimes a bit of an entertainment's okay. 100%. I love to have entertainment, but there has to be value as well. I do entertainments like the day in the life videos, but there's value inside of those as well. The problem I have is when people set unrealistic expectations and fake it. Faking it is a big problem in this industry. I got alert set at 320, potential sells below 320. Yep, makes sense. Any podcast would need to know the net worth of a trader to be invited. If they don't know, no, they just need to know the trader. No, you don't need to know the net worth of a trader. Depends. You need to know the information if the trader is just hiding behind videos. But if someone sits here and does it live, what am I hiding? You guys have seen it live. Like every single one of these trades have been taken live in front of you to see. Add up all these pips, add all of this up and minus the losses, and see how much profit that there is. And then let me know. Gold is still trying. This is what happened yesterday. And if you remember, we didn't have a lot of fun when this happened yesterday. We didn't have a lot of fun when this happened yesterday. Same shit. Same breakout candle. Popped up a little bit and then this range started. Where can I get my hands on that Excel template? In the free Discord, in resources. You guys can have it. It's free. Just go to the free Discord, go to resources, and you can check it out there. You deserve to be on some podcast? No, if only someone wants me on a podcast, I'll be happy to share stuff, have a good chat, and you'll see the rants that I'll have on a podcast. It would be really, really, really funny. It would be really funny. Why don't show or my FX book? My FX book, yeah, I can look to set that up. That's not an issue. Empty because I can't compete when there's guys online making 300k, 70k. That's not realistic, and I don't want to attract people attracted by profit. I want to attract people attracted by skill, and skill is going to be shown by doing the task. If I sit there with floating $1,000 in profit, wrong people are going to be attracted. So I rather just show people around me if they need to see. But I do post all of the trades I take on Meta. You can see it in my trades. If it loads. You can see here's the MetaTrader image. MetaTrader image. Do you also trade crypto? No. Morning, Maya. You know, you didn't miss any lobster. Didn't miss any lobster. I'm with you, Harry. I want to be surrounded with like-minded goals. That's it, man. And you will be. Just need to show up. Be nice to see. Yeah, man. Killer Goon. We can look to set that up. Probably into next year so we can start fresh. No point of starting it just for 1 month. So we'll look to do that. All right. Mr. London Open. All right, 1 hour is closing bearish here, 30-minute also closing bearish, 15 closing bearish. 5-minute is trying to do some business here. We're respecting this 5-minute support here. So nothing too much with London Open. We kind of need to either get below this range or it's going to reject it. Selling into the lows here, a little bit tough. A little bit tough to sell into these lows here. For gold, on the other hand, London Open has done nothing. 1 hour is closing, yeah, like this doji candle here. So it could flip. If it breaks the low, you're going to see a deeper retracement here. 30-minute is closing with resistance. 15-minute also close that resistance. You need something closing above to give you continuation, in my opinion here. Can you take a look at USD Don't even. Oh, I do have it here. I'll quickly look at it. Damn, that's crabbing at the moment. Yeah, USD man. Wouldn't be touching it at the moment for sure. It's stuck in this range. Very tough pair to trade at the moment. Daily is trying to break down here. I think it's a bit late in the move. This move kind of originated after this. Looking for continuation sells here. Probably the best options. After this news, you have a lot of pullbacks to continue. Now it's kind of just flagging out. So you either, if it starts closing back inside the range, you'll probably see some upside here, but to look for continuous downside, you need 4-hour candles leaving this type of zone here. What about gold? Yeah, gold is trying to... it's just in this little consolidation block. It kind of needs to make a decision. If we close below here, I would just be careful of this level. But if you get below this level, there might be a counter trend option here. Just a little bit risky with all this bullish momentum here. With all this bullish... Trying to sell against this 4-hour candle here, unless we were at the top of the range, is a little bit tough. So you might as well wait for support and then take it as we break. A bit of 5-minute business here. I'm selling into an order block. Up to you. See how support forms around this zone. How are you? I'm good, brother. How are you, number one? Are you number one? Again, I think in gold, think pre-London was the move. Seen it a few times now. I think not. That's not pre-London. I think that's like pre 4 hour, like literally 4 hour open. Yesterday we saw it as well, right? This one right here. Yeah, 4 hour open. We saw it yesterday as well here. Today we saw it here. Same exact 15 close. Can look at that going into tomorrow. Now it's just dead with NYC. I won't even look at gold. What do you mean in NY session? No, NY session's good. First DAX lobster. Let's see it, man. Send in the chart. Let's see it. Boom. Damn. This is what I mean. People killing it here on DAX. Yeah, that's a clean setup one, man. Damn. DAX has some volume here, man. Yeah, that doesn't get easier, eh? Close above the range. Quickest trade on DAX. It's a nice welcoming one, right? Yellow Habibi DAX. Bro, they've been killing it on DAX, man. It's just, I've been looking at it, but I'm not gonna suddenly change my strategy just because, not strategy, but change my pair. But yeah, this is why it's so important learning the skill, right? Because you can apply it everywhere. You can apply it anywhere. So this was clean trade on DAX, man. For gold, yeah, probably ranges till NY. Harry, how is London session? Bro, haven't traded London since March? Yo, that's a long time you haven't traded London. London was super good during... what are these months? August was killer on stream. I like indices over pairs on London. Yeah, it's moving well. It's moving well these days. Gold might go to 1970 if it wants to go down. I think it's already below 1970. How do you prepare your bias? Based on previous 4-hour close and previous daily close. That's how I prepare my bias. On 15 could be a nice setup. Depends how deep it closes, but it is a counter trend sell. If you're going to sell here, you are selling counter trend. But yes, it could definitely work out here. 19, 20 pip stop. Break even point, you know, you have around 15 pips, but maximum 20. It's like a 1-to-1. How much time you have wasted in Forex market? Oh, who is the best app for backtesting and how much time you waste in Forex market? Well, if you're doing something, you don't waste time. If you don't do anything, you are wasting time. What sport do you like apart from gym? Many individual sports, actually. Many individual sports. Surfing, stuff like that. Do you speak any other languages? Not fluently. I do understand a good portion of Arabic. Enough to get me by for sure, but I would not say it's fluent. Lateral raises in the gym hits different. It does. This valid setups on oil. Can you send in the chart? Let's have a look. You're trading crude or Brent? Crude, let's have a look. Yeah, this is more like a setup 2 and setup 3 together, but this is valid for sure. Retest this zone, price creates. I like the entry as well. After this candle closes below, yeah, super clean. Secure some here, let the rest run, super clean. It's good, man. I have an alarm for whenever you got going live. You've been helping me with patience a lot. Been watching you for 3 months now. Amazing, man. Appreciate you can show up. Appreciate you showing up. Always a pleasure to have you on stream. Like up the stream, boys. Let's go. You guys enjoying the stream? Make sure to leave a like. Would appreciate it. Selling gold now valid? Yeah, it can be an option. It's just it definitely can be an option here for sure. I just don't like fighting against that previous 4 hour in London. High chance it's gonna create support somewhere, but where? You know, you just don't want to get caught. You know, we are in an uptrend here, so you're trying to just sell the pullback of the uptrend. So if you can get down here, that's good enough to take a trade. But if it rejects here or rejects somewhere right here, you have a slight problem. Otherwise, you're fine. Definitely could be an idea, but you would want to see this to go already, you know. I'm just going to observe this in London first, you know, before trying to take anything like this. Please, the music higher than your voice. I can't hear you. Maybe it's because I'm away from the mic. I'll fix that. Bit of a change of structure going on here. What's gold doing? Breaking down or going up? Yes, going up. Yeah, this is the problem, right? We're trying to sell in a bullish session trend, because you don't know where it will create this support. Doesn't mean it has to retest down to this area here. It could retest anywhere. Can you send a pic of your GJ setup? Yes, you can, man. I took gold sells from 1966. Somehow I lost the majority of the breakout trades, but I win all wick entries. I mean, it's more difficult to get caught up in drawdown. Yes. Hi, sells on gold, risky biz. I'm always on the edge. Selling when we've been session bullish is a problem, yes, for sure. This is what I mean. I don't like fighting against this 4-hour candle because you're fighting against it. You don't know when it's going to create support. That's why I say I'd rather watch, see if this plays out. Still can play out, you know, but I don't want to have taken this trade and now saying in the back of my mind, I know I'm going to have this type of me thinking like, oh, I'm trying to sell a, what's this called, a uptrend here. I was hoping this 5-minute did some business here. We'll see. Otherwise, charts are not moving. I keep doing the mistake of closing trades early. Any thoughts? I'm gonna say the same thing I always say, is that you have to trust and have a place where you take TP, whether that's an average pip value or, because this week when we took the sells on gold, I was 10 pips in profit. I could have easily closed 10 pips in profit and said, hey, that's a win. But I know long term, if I keep doing that, then one loss is gonna take away 3-4 wins. You know, and you know, gold was moving not too bad in, you know, recent London sessions. Yesterday the move came super late here. It came around 2 o'clock, just before the close. So about 2 hours from now the move came. Or watching 1 minute to consider when to be. Yeah, that's not a bad idea if you know how to use 1 minute. That is actually a concept that I use. I call it the squeeze. If you check the exclusive content, we call it the squeeze here. Look, maximizing your TP, the 1 minute squeeze method. So we had a full analysis here. When there's a lot of volume trending, we expect highs to lows not to be broken, so we can catch past our TP. So yeah, this is the 1 minute squeeze. So there is a technique towards that, and we do discuss it. So yeah, man, Jay, send it to Discord. Let's have a look. With US 30, do you know anything about it? Yeah, man. So just go on the chart on US 30. It will be in points. So if you look here, 1080 is like 108 pips here, right? So you divide this number by 10, and or this is the number in pips here, 108 pips. This would be. This range here is around 71 pips. Or 70 points, you know. That should be right. Actually, no. Let me double check that. I think this is 60 points. So maybe this is 600 pips. I'll double check. Gold being dirty as usual. Yeah, it's why you don't sell gold, right? Don't sell gold right now. Not a good idea. Trending bullish. I still don't trust it if it breaks out though. No, it's the opposite. Yeah, times by 10. Yeah, then that's 700. Yeah, that's 700 pips. You sent it? Let's have a look. This is what you sent? Yeah, that's what I said. 700 pips, 700 points. Why does it pay so little on a lot? No, it should pay crazy per lot. One lot is crazy on US 30. One lot would be crazy. All right, guys, price is ranging here. Price is ranging here. Nothing much happening on the charts here. I'm not really interested in GJ if it's going to continue ranging. I was hoping for the 5 to close above. Gold breakout, I need it. You know, it's tough like this. You need probably something. I want to see close above and a 5-minute thunderstorm minimum before even considering a breakout here. Just based on what I saw yesterday. I think that will be the safest option here to wait for something like that. Or 30-minute, you know. So... yes, exactly. Is it micro contract or standard contract? Yes, you're right, Claudio. So that's basically what I'm gonna look for here. And yeah, quickly have a look at this chart for him. I can't see your chart, brother. Tag me in it and I'll look at it later after stream for you, since I can't see it right now. And yeah, you know, we'll basically wrap it up there. Kept safe today. Weren't many options, but hopefully more to come. We'll be patient. Pick it up in New York session for you guys today. As a gift, I'm going to send my New York plans to the public channel as well. So I will send my New York plans to the public channel. You guys will get that plan, and I hope you guys read the plan and eat lobsters based on that plan in the New York session. So yeah, imagine those plans fit in. Would suck, right? 100% win rate plans, and then I send them in and he's like, this guy's cap. So I'll send in my New York plans. Also on Friday, we have a giveaway for the group as well. I'm going to give away 1 or 2 spots for you guys on Friday. So Friday stream, be ready. And yeah, thank you very much for showing up as always. Don't worry, guys. Lobsters will come as long as we stay grounded and we stay in tune with what the markets are doing. We will come out on top. And that's the way we play it. Just a small adjustment here. Make sure to concentrate up on on New York. Don't waste bullets in London if it's going to range. Don't waste your bullets. Save it and fire those bullets in New York and watch the lobsters come in. So appreciate everyone. Going to continue showing up here on London stream to protect you guys. Vibe out here and hopefully start catching some lobsters soon. It will break and yeah, we'll keep doing that. So that being said, guys, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very soon. Peace.